Yeah, the Lana's already removed from the pool. Wow. Okay. Gonna ban out the Pugma. I don't really know that Pugma is the hero that Team Burge needs to fill that final slot. It is possible, but I would have bet that they were going to go for a slightly, as you said, Huskar would be.
Abaddon shield on Huskar, jump him in. Nice burst damage.
Yeah. I don't know if they will. That might actually be really, really, really good. I don't know if they're going to be able to if they'll think of that. But yeah, I'm a little bit confused by that Pugma ban, but you know, I guess if they're anticipating that the Wind Ranger is going to be filling more of a carry role, but I don't think that's where Burge is going with this Wind Ranger.
Yeah, name changes, eh? It can keep up. I think at this current moment in time, probably looking for a ranged carry, maybe slightly squishier, that's fine. I mean, Anna can do support. Wow. Okay.
Surprising. Bender's going to obviously be able to help them push some of these lanes out. Obviously, good AoE damage with the Gale, and obviously his ulti as well. But I'm surprised by this, because if you look at their team, unless they are planning to go sort of full carry with the Wind Ranger and just build damage items on her, I don't really know where their DPS is going to come from. I mean, the focus fire is good, but only if you have actual damage on Wind Ranger.
Yeah, they don't actually have that much lockdown if you think about it. You got the shackles from Shadow Shaman, Nyx if he hits his stun, but that's about it. You got slows.
Yeah. On the other team, obviously you have Viper with the poison slow, you know, Venge with the... Wait, Terra has a brief slow, isn't it? No?
Not sure, I don't think so.
Well, in any case, it's the stun, and the slow from AA as well. But, that's interesting. This is. I would say this is going to be very interesting to see who gets the upper hand in the early game, because apart from Shadow Shaman, the push on the other team is not really here at the moment. So the Shadow Shaman and the Venomancer are going to be able to push with their skills, but obviously DMC with that Venjora and that Chilling Touch are going to have to, you know, coordinate very well if they want to get pickups early in the game.
What do you reckon this last one then?
I don't know, because I would have said, I think you're not far off with a bet like Luna. I do think they could definitely benefit from somebody with real carry power. I wouldn't be surprised to actually see another Spectre. It wouldn't be the worst pick in the world here. It's difficult to tell, because again, I'm not exactly sure what they're trying to do with their laning here, because I originally would have said that they were going to send A and Nick and send Viper, but then when they picked Viper, it kind of threw that in the air, so I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
I'm going to stick with Luna.
Stick with Luna.
Yeah, let's see what they come up with there. So,
wow, okay.
Okay, excuse the bit of lag as we come out through the game. There we go. So, yeah, so we're sticking with the same roles last time. Looks like Puck's gonna go mids. You've got that Viper, Venge, Ancient Apparition Trailer, which is gonna hurt a lot. And of course, your Bristol back off lane.
Absolutely.
And then it looks like you've got the Shadow Shaman mids.
Yeah,
Wind Ranger off lane.
We have another disc.
Yeah, Shadow Shaman's just disc. And so if we can get back in on this, we'll pause it when we get into the start of the game. There you go, game's paused. Yeah, so while the game's paused, let's run through our teams.
Over on Team DMC, we are going to have Aflex, who had such a dominant last game with that TA, is going to be going mid again with the puck, it looks like. We have Risewall on the AA, Bone 5-7 on the Bristleback, Urge, Viper, and Goose.
Okay, and Team Burge is going to be on the die this time. We have Dr. Few on the Shadow Shaman is going to be going mid. Llama in Pajamas on the Venom answer. Fuzzy Jam, Wind Ranger, Dotty, Nyx, and Captain Marshmallow on the Abaddon. This could be Carry Venom.
It could be.
Carry Venom or Carry Wind Ranger.
It will probably become more clear once they've actually told us where they're going with their lanes, but yeah. Nando's the home of chicken banter.
Okay, there's the reconnect, so we should hopefully be starting soon. Okay, game 2 looks like it's going on the way.
Alright, here we go. Well, ooh. That's interesting.
Okay, so we do have the Wind Ranger heading mids. No, she's just going to go one.
Yeah, Puck starting out with a pretty typical, going to pick up that mantle, turning into the Mill Talisman, not particularly worried about rushing the bottle, picking up all those Iron Branches as well. Just enough regen to get him through the early part of the game until he does pick up. Presumably he will be getting a bubble at some point. Yeah, it looks like...
Looks like they're going aggro try with the Bristle back. This will work.
Yeah, they're just going to see if they can spot someone up in this jungle here. 3 heroes moving together. They're definitely... so Venge having leveled the stun, they are just... I don't know if they're going to catch anybody, but the pings are coming out. They're going to ward that just to make sure that later in the game they might be able to get a pick off later with that very, very aggressive lane ward there.
Yeah, so it looks like the roles have been mixed up again. Dotty is now going to be playing the offlaner. Captain Marsh on the carry Abaddon.
It will get spotted out by that. Two very aggressive wards right here, and the pings are coming in. Puck has spotted the Venom on the high ground with this ward that just placed. I don't think they have enough time to go for this gank before the creeps come in at level 1.
And the rune like to spawn bottom in this rune. Yeah, Dyer has vision. Nice little vision pinged out there. And here comes the new one. Spoon? No? Thought about it? Decided against it. He's going back. Second look. There you go. No, not gonna
knock out the observer word. No.
Okay, curious.
Very curious. Maybe he just didn't see it. In any case, so it looks like we are going to have try, retry, on top as expected. We're going to have the Bristle, and we are going to have that eventually that Chilling Touch with the Venge or a combo. That's going to be a lot of damage, especially at these early levels, up against the Venom and the Abaddon.
Yeah, then we've got the Viper against Nyx bot lane. Nyx has this really high, look at that, 3.2 regen per second, and he's going to need all that against this Burgess Viper, who's just harassing him down. Mid lane, already looking fairly even.
That is an amazing Nyx on Windrunners. Look at that cape.
I'm going to play my sex. Okay, that should make it run a bit smoother. Affleck's taking the high ground, trying to zone out this Windrunner. And I think we're going to have to keep our eyes on top lane. When it explodes, it's going to do so quite spectacularly. And we'll keep a subtle eye on mid and bot as well, just in case. But Bristleback leading the last hits at the minute. Just going in there, checking out his quill sprays. And yeah, you have to feel Shadow Shaman needs to come in and start harassing as well with this Venom. Oh, mid lane.
Mid lane, just phase shifting away.
He starts his regen. Wind Ranger going for the early bottle rush.
Yep.
Nobody's gone to go and play bot rune yet, but...
No, and indeed they still haven't taken out that Observer Ward, which is actually really weird. Top lane looks like they are just going to run into each other a little bit. I don't know if they're going to be able to get this kill here, but it is a lot of damage. Not quite enough damage, but that is exactly what the Dire team need to be afraid of, is that extreme amount of damage that comes in from that Chilling Touch with the Vengora combo.
Yeah, and here you go. This is the issue with Bristleback. Look at him, he's already out of mana, bless him. He's not going to be doing much after this. So if we just have a look at mid lane, we can see Windrunner 9-9 against this Puck's 3 and 4, so he's doing a lot better than he was last game. Hopefully his issues are fixed. Just using that power shot to harass and getting the last hits. Bot lane, yeah, this Viper just being an absolute pain to Nyx Assassin. Just throwing him out so easily. But Nyx is still there. He's doing alright. Top lane as we get close to tower. And Wind Ranger gets that in this room. Let's see if she wants to make something happen, or she's just going to go back to farming. Keep the advantage over this puck. And yeah, just having a few technical issues with Bangalore PC, but we should be getting back up and running. In terms of carry, Captain Marshmallow, 5 last hits, 30 denies against the Bristlebacks 15 and 2. So Bristleback doing a lot better. He's just sitting off now, getting his clarity. Should have level 3. Only not taking 80 points in Bristleback.
Where's that coming to? It's going to get a control panel. Device.
So here we go, bot lane. Oh, quick salve, is he going to take out? Ooh, 5 HP there. Left on die, but he's going to have to go back and heal while Bird's sitting happy. Maybe if he got his boots, he could go and chase that and dive that. But no. Mid lane. Cheeky power shot. No, he's going to have to be forced back from Puck. Puck still has lots of regen. He's probably going to get his ball soon. Yeah, in fact, there he is. And he goes down to go claim bot route. Oh, it's a contest. Yeah, Windrunner's going to get that one. Nice haste route for Windrunner. Could look to make something happen, and here we go. Is this going to be first blood in mid lane?
Could be. Oh, nice face dodge there. I don't really know if Windrunner is going to have enough damage before Puck gets all the way back to this tower. Puck is taking a lot of time to get there. Another face dodge. Shackle not going to latch to a tree, unfortunately, so that will be the end of that game. Needed a tree to get the Shackle there, but sadly won't be able to get that.
Yeah, no, he's just going to ball back up. Puck choosing to start back up instead, but he had the rune. Wind Ranger got the rune. And now 16 and Ken against 13 and 8. Top lane though. It's first blood.
That is going to be first blood.
And look at this, the stacks. The damage.
Oh, the miscoil. The miscoil. Bristleback could be in trouble here. Will he go down to the tower? Oh, salve just in time. Just able to salve and keep himself alive there. So that will be a 2-0. A really, really nice trade there for what trade? Really nice kills there for VMC.
Yeah, 2 quick salves there. That was really nice played. Saving the Bristleback's life. And they do get those 2 kills. Just stacking up those Bristleback sprays. Not much you can do about that. Bot lane. Birch going in slightly.
And this could be bad news. He has the creep wave, but the creep wave is not going to be able to catch up to him. Just going to back up. He's still got his salve. He's going to burn his salve now.
And there's his treads. There's his boots as well.
Yeah.
So Nyx Assassin can easily, it's a nice little trait Nyx Assassin. You probably spike carapace while you've got the corrosive skill on you. It'll actually sun up the Viper, which is quite nice.
And DD for the Wind Ranger. Going to be circling around, trying to pick off this Viper here. And this actually could be a really dangerous game. If Nyx is able to land the stun, he does have mana for it. So if the stun lands, in addition to the Shackle shot, that could be game over. Oh, but he misses the Shackles. Unfortunately for Viper, it's not going to matter because
there you go,
Assassin has hit his stun. I don't know, he's going to have to go for some... No, not enough. And he will go down to that double damage room. A nice pick off there. Buys the Nyx Assassin a little bit of time and space here to just pick up a few last hits. It is difficult to last hit against a Viper.
Yeah, but we haven't put up in the network. I'll leave that Wind Ranger up here in a second. The rest, all from VMC. Managing just to last hit everything better. They've laid this slightly better. This aggro try is really working. There's not much that Birch can do, I'm afraid. Every time they get close, they're just getting stacks of spray. And this Bristleback's having a whale of a time up here now. Turns the last hits in eyes as well. Puck's starting to pull ahead for this Wind Ranger.
Yeah, it is still early days, but you have to say the first blood and the kill advantage, in addition to the farm advantage that we're now seeing coming out, is putting the Radiants at a slight advantage. Nothing too serious, but obviously, as the winners of last game, they'll be coming to this game with a lot of confidence.
Yep, Abaddon gets his shreds, finds this nice little pull over here that Radiant done. He should steal that. There you go, and he'll start stealing that. So we have Abaddon carry. Go on, tell that's great. Nope, doesn't want it. Doesn't want it. And Nix is up here as well. Nix rotated up here. He's got Vendetta. He'll be looking to set something up. Maybe one of these squishy supports.
He will get spotted out. There's a sentry ward right there. He will spot him out.
Yeah, they come back. That's a nice sentry there.
I don't think they haven't let Nix know that they can see him though. So if he's not careful, he actually could get caught very out of position here.
No, he's a level 1 Vendetta. That short cooldown on there, and he's just gonna have to head all the way back. That's just wasted time. And the Viper leading the CS board, 46 and 11. And it's just so easy to last hit with this Viper. As soon as you get this Toxin out there, you don't really have to miss anything. And here we go. Mech. We're going for a Mech Viper, top lane.
And there you go. Stun, the lockdown, and
easy kill.
Absolutely.
That chilling touch, 50 damage.
The slow from Whistleback is not going to be enough. Abaddon's going to happily get away out of there. And, yep.
Yeah, that 50 extra damage coming out from the chilling touch, that's basically doubling everyone's damage.
Absolutely.
Heroes just well under that, especially look at the level. Level 3, 568 hit points.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Nix. Nix from the back. They know the sentry's there.
Didn't want to go for it. Didn't want to engage in front of the creep wave. Probably.
Oh, he's no. The creep wave's chasing him. He knows the sentry's there.
Those pesky creeps ruining all the secret tactics.
Okay, Windrunner's coming on top though. They know this top lane's an issue and they're going to have to deal with it, but I can't see them having much kill potential.
Meanwhile, Viper's just bottom lane, rubbing his hands together. He's now applying some serious pressure onto this tier 1 tower. It's down to about half health. TP support coming in, going to force him back, but at present, it's just the Radiant team looking very confident with this pressure in all lanes. And Dire team is going to need to find a couple pickoffs, I think, if they want to get the golden XP going back their way. They're currently only about 3k down. Yeah, 3k down in gold, about 2k in experience, I think. So not too bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it is something they want to turn around. Wind Ranger, another DB room, could make something happen.
Yeah, this time Viper's going back there. Wind Ranger called missing, Viper heads back, and he's safe in the tower. Yeah, they're going to get some space in Shaman, try and get over to level 6. Get the master logs so they can start pushing, which is good. Get a nice bit of gold. Wind Ranger's hanging around.
TP support coming in. They know something's up. Oh, they stun up the Viper, and this could be a lot of damage coming out from that Wind Ranger with the double damage rune. And in the end, but this is a lot of damage coming back the other way. Are they going to get two? Are they going to get the Nix? Nix into the trees. Puck is coming out. Puck wants the kill. Gonna chase the puck, do a little dance around. Meanwhile, the Wind Ranger is being slowed down by this Whistleback in his attempt to escape. I think he might go down. This is too much damage. Wind Ranger, Windrun? No. Not enough time. Will go down. It's a 2-for-1 in the end, or 2-for-2 in the end.
Yeah, we criticised Burge, particularly in that first game for not having carrying TP. So you saw that mass TP reaction, changing the fight around and getting the 2 kills from that. So
absolutely, because that could have been a really good play there for Team Burge. As it stands, it's still pretty good, but it's only okay because the TP support did come. Turn around, a really, really nice turnaround there. They're able to pick up 2 kills.
Ooh, Faust, oh no, he has to go to mana. Faust, I might be considering trying to pick off that puck. Definitely worth it for .A. Considering he's been off the offlane, nice bit of EXP. But no, okay, Windrunner comes back down to bottom. But yeah, leaving mids on his own, Burge now moves to mids. Viper, still leading CS charts by a long way. And he should be finishing this mech pretty soon. As soon as the mech comes out, let's probably expect to see some punches coming out as well. Marshmallow, how's he doing his farm? Not too bad, 37-5.
In the mid lane, they're going to go for this illusion rune, and I wonder if they might just be looking to get a pickoff here. This Nix needs to be careful that there aren't more heroes around. I don't know that he has vision. But no, but he's going to be fine. He'll retreat back to his tower. And AA just coming up to rotate mid. Things have stabilized, cooled down a little bit. I think both teams have said, okay, let's back to farm just for a little bit at least.
Yeah, I think it's going to start becoming a farm game. Nobody's stopping the minute, so let this happen on free farm. And we have a pause here from Spoon. Cheeky pause mid lane. Extra 250 damage, plus initial damage, so that's 320. No, he shouldn't go down. If he gets nice rest, then no. Yeah, so while this process is going on, just having a quick look. We're still waiting for this Mr. Man to come back in, but he's going for this Vanguard. So he'll just be able to sit there and spam whenever he wants, spam the Vanguard, tank everything out, spam his quill sprays. We have a quick look at the levels. You can see the support to the Radiant doing so much better with those kills. You know, this Vengeful Spirit, he's 005, he's invincible, the 5 assists. So he's level 7, he's doing alright. Waiting for these ultis from Dire to come out as well.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a big point in the game, especially when, you know, as we say, those shaman ultis with the serpent wards, the mass serpent wards, just so instrumental in applying pressure, particularly in the mid game. And and Puck is able to spot him out, and he does get hurt. That's a waning rift. He's silenced. There's no way out for this. Return stun, but it's not enough damage.
Yeah, that's why we have our sentry ward. Nice little sentry ward up here, protecting that Puck. Able to bait him. And we got to die. Nope, he decides against it. AAL coming through, hitting through.
And that is definitely something which BMC are doing extremely well. They're getting these sentry wards down, they're getting the vision they need, and you have to say that it's a little bit sloppy from the Nyx Assassin. As a Nyx Assassin, you have to give credit where it's due and assume that your other team is going to be able to spot you out from now and again, but he's playing with fire. We saw before he was just running around in the middle of that sentry ward on top lane. And sadly for him, that's not working out too well.
Okay, so Dire decided they need to change things up a bit, and here comes the smoke. So look for a smoke gang coming in from this Venom. And Shadow Shaman, good kill potential on those two. And I think it might be worth sacrificing just this extra half level. Just get this Shadow Shaman up to level 6, get the Mass 7 wards, and increase your team fight a lot. Absolutely.
I mean, even level 1 serpent wards just give you such high team bonus because of the damage that they all do.
Yeah, this bristleback's just fine. He's just standing around. He's fine wherever he wants. He's got his 2 points up in his bristleback, so he's reducing all the damage taken to him.
That is a good ult from the AA, and it looks like they could. They've got to be careful because the stun here from Venge, the Wave of Terror, and he's vendetted away. They're not going to be able to follow up with that. Just not quite enough DPS. They should have known Vendetta was up, and they weren't going to be able to get that kill unless they were able to burst him down instantly, which obviously they can't do without some stun.
The smoke, the wraparound. Oh, Viper. Oh, Viper.
Oh, dear me.
Yep, that's beautiful use of chain stunning.
Yeah, and chickened up as well. But man, it took a lot to bring him down, but they did manage in the end, and that is an important kill for them, slowing down the Viper, who does have the potential to really take it to them in this mid game.
Yeah, I wonder if they could have given that kill actually to the Windrunner, or the... Oh no, wait, that's his outburst now, he's fine. Okay, so, level 6 is hit. Players grouped up here. They go for tower push. Yeah, there you go, there goes the ward. Here goes the tower push. ult.
Gonna land on all 4 of them. That will force them to back off unless they... But there's no TP support coming in, interestingly. We do have somebody coming up to the river, Bristle coming up the river, and Venge coming up behind the tower. Eating a lot of damage from those wards, having to back up, but yeah, they're going to clean up these wards, stop that push. So a nice defend. Good use of the growth in particular, buying them just amounts of time they needed to get there and stop those circuit points from taking it down.
Yeah, unfortunately that's just a bit of extra gold now. They just fed to that wrist back. They do need to sustain. Look for a pipe to come out from one of the two spots, although they are so far at the minute. They need this pipe to do with the AA ult. Pipe and mech.
And that was one of the things that we saw, that actually, it was VMC last game, wasn't it, that was actually able to take the win without even ever building a mech on their team. Not even on the Meepo, which was curious.
Oh, top lane, here they go again. Shackle.
Is going to be able to latch onto a creep, combat Ancient Apparition. The ult coming out from Venno. There's a lot of damage actually being dealt here. Bristle's starting to get low. Venno's very low. Wind Ranger. Oh my goodness, that's a huge ult from Puck, and this could be very, very bad indeed. 2 heroes stunned there. I don't know if the damage is going to be able to come out in the end. Puck on the run, able to turn it around. All 5 heroes are very low, but none of them so low that Puck is able to just grab them. That illusory orb could actually grab. Oh, and Abaddon with the misclick, able to bring it down.
Is he going to die for it? Is he? No, he should be fine. He's fine. Yeah, look at the guys here though. Getting away with so little health. I don't know if you noticed that, but we Ranger had a power shot just short of that Puck at the end there. Yeah. And Gale from Venom has to just shot again. But Venom's ulti doing a lot of work, taking down the hero so quickly.
Yeah, and this is a really good turnaround by Bridge. I mean, they were down 5-2 earlier in this game, and they've grouped together. Now that they've got these key ultimates, they've got the Serpent Wards, they've got the Venom Gale, or the Venom ults, and they're really making good use of it. It's more lag issues apparently.
Well, we're fine, and that's all that matters, to be honest. Okay, so Dr. Okay, should be taking any last hits where he can. We'll be looking interested to see what he goes into. Really wants this refresher act upgrade. Nick's hiding around here, but that's going to run out. Just throws out a stun, but so hard to hit now, these Nick stuns. Now they removed it from point target.
Yeah, I don't know if they did the same with Lion.
Oh.
This is a very dangerous place to be. His Vendetta is still on cooldown for another 36 seconds, and so he really needs to be able to get himself out behind that tower. So it's a much more passive game than we're seeing than the first game, despite the fact that there's actually been more kills. Both teams playing a lot more like teams that want to sit back and farm. There's not been as much strict, we don't have heroes like TA who are running around wrecking. The kills are actually more evenly distributed.
Just gets a bit too close, real suspect.
And there we go, there's the lockdown. But Venno, I don't know, this is maybe not enough damage. He has turned his back, and that will not be enough damage to bring him down. He heads back towards his tower. TP support coming in from Revenge. And not the most successful with ganks. It does take a heck of a lot to bring down a Bristle, especially now that his procs are online for the Vanguard.
Yeah, while that was happening, Puck takes down Nyx in the middle. Looks like use of the ulti. God, we should tell the players only fight one lane at a time so we can watch everything. Have some discipline. Yeah, this Wind Ranger. She's got one ability staff, no Tasman. Oh wow, top lane. So you bring it back, probably building into a heart maybe. Just get ultimate tank. Let the Puck and the Viper just dance around you. You've got the mech as well.
Yeah, one of those heroes where if you don't, it's difficult to ignore Whistleback, of course, but of course you can't really focus him either because it takes so much damage to bring him down. You're much better off focusing the weaker supports and then trying to deal with the Whistleback at the very end, especially with those quill spikes.
In terms of game potential as well for this Nyx Assassin, I mean, there's another Sentry Ward up here already, stopping it, but you have to say there hasn't been that much this Nyx Assassin has been able to find. The only people he should be able to find is maybe the bench. He can pick that off quite easily. Everyone else. And here you go, the AA ulti.
And that will, the Puck ulti will hit on that Wind Ranger. Probably going to be able to bring it down with the Waning Rift. Although a nice return by that Wind Ranger coming back. The instant TP back, trying to get this Puck.
I don't know. And they're able to bring down this is really, really, really good.
Oh, nice swap there.
I don't know, the Viper is so low, he's probably going to be able to get away now. He's back on his own safe side of the river. The Serpent Horn's coming out, just locking the Bristle back in place. Now the Shackles as well. Focus Fire, everything going to bring him down.
Yeah, that was a